Hey, excellent work. I'm so pleased you've downloaded the EasySpace Conversation because this is one of the most powerful ways to change your relationship forever. It's not hard to do, yet most people never get around to doing it. If you can build this conversation into your relationship for the rest of your lives, you're going to create a strong foundation. I've gone through this conversation with hundreds of couples and also with many individuals, all of whom wanted to change their relationship for the better. And this is a great place to start. This exercise isn't new. The EasySpace Conversation is based on John Gottman's research, and he did loads of research into how relationships really work. When you build this exercise into your life, you'll be building the strong emotional connection that you probably knew has been missing for a long time. Over the next few minutes in this video, I'll go over the important parts of the EasySpace Conversation, just as I would if you were in my office. Who am I, you might ask? I'm Dr. Sharon. I'm a cognitive psychologist, and over the last 20 years, I've worked with thousands of clients and hundreds of relationships. My clients are always saying the same thing. Their relationship isn't working and they simply don't know what to do. I'm going to show you how to use this conversation, but this is really only one part of my blueprint for relationships, Heartbreak to Soulmate. Heartbreak to Soulmate is a 9-step program, and this exercise falls into the second step, which I call the emotional brain. Here's what you need to do. You have 4 clear steps in here. First, number 1, find 10 or 15 minutes and find a quiet place where you and your partner can get together and talk without being interrupted. It's sometimes hard to do this, so have a look through your daily routine and see if there's a space in there somewhere where there's no TV, no phone calls, no children, and no visitors. Find a place where you can sit opposite each other rather than side by side and relatively close to each other. It's really nice, if you can, to use this time to have a relaxing drink together. Second, make sure you are both aware of this one big rule. And the rule is you can talk about anything, either of you, just as long as you don't bring up something that's upsetting or contentious or causes stress. Only you two know which subjects you're going to need to avoid. Maybe you need to avoid things like mortgages or different children or in-laws or scary health problems. This means that your conversation is often going to land on the more mundane subjects, although you can talk about upcoming holidays and careers and dreams and ideas, as long as they don't bring about arguments. There are plenty of questions you can use to ask your partner if you think you'll find it hard to find something to say. 3. Here are some other suggestions to help you get this conversation to work. Make sure you look into each other's eyes when you talk. Use eye contact for all these conversations. Ask questions about your partner's life. What's happening right now and what has happened in the past? And pay close attention. Take turns at talking to each other. Don't attempt to solve anything. Rather, look for a conversation that's interesting. Use emotions in your conversation. 4th, finally, so that you know exactly what is happening in here, in this conversation, you are establishing a place where you are both feeling emotionally safe and heard. Inside your mind, your brain is recording and memorizing what you are talking about, so you will eventually have an in-depth information about everything that's important in your partner's life. John Gottman calls these information stories love maps. When relationships are strong, love maps in your head are rich and detailed. And don't forget to set a time for the next conversation. Now, this step is only one step in the path to creating a great relationship, and it fits into my Heartbreak to Soulmate pathway, right at the very beginning. Heartbreak to Soulmate is designed to take you through clear, easy to follow steps that will teach you to understand your brain and relationships. It will teach you how to make relevant and effective changes and how to create a meaningful and purposeful relationship, even if you struggle with fear or fighting arguments or self-sabotage. Now, here's where I get to invite you to schedule a call with me. Click on the link below to check out my calendar, and you can book a quick chat call. On that call, I'll show you how you can use the Heartbroken to Soulmate blueprint to create and build an amazing, intimate and loving relationship. This call is just for you if you're prepared to learn and understand about relationships, and you can do this with or without the support of your partner. If you're prepared to invest time and money and effort into changing your relationships for the better, and if you're committed to working through the steps even when it's hard. If you are this person, I promise you that you can make powerful changes in your relationship. Let's talk soon.